welcome back to my channel. It is Brittany. So in today's video, it's a celebration, okay? So on March 30th, it marked 9 years since I've been a YouTuber. As soon as you post a video on YouTube, you're a YouTuber. So I posted my first video on March 30th, 2013. What are they doing out there? It's like crazy it's been that long. And I was gonna do a get ready with me, like I was recording this look, but it was really hard for me to focus and answer these questions in depth. So I wanted to go ahead and do my hair and makeup. But I did let you guys vote on Instagram and TikTok for the wig that I'm wearing. So I posted this TikTok and Instagram reel just asking you guys which wig I should wear for this video. I had Adana in the video. Y'all know I love Adana. Julianne, Katia, Brianne, and Kamaya. So all of those wigs could work, especially Adana. Y'all know how I feel about her and the other ones. But I decided to go with Brianne because she doesn't get that much shine and I love her. So I reviewed her this time last year. So I had to clean the lace off because this time last year I was doing even lace tint. But even lace tint and light warm brown is way too orange for me. So I had to clean that off. I used micellar water and some witch hazel and my edge brush, and I just scrubbed all of that excess residue from got to be glued and stuff off, and then some of the lace tint came off as well. So I do have a TikTok and an Instagram reel on how I got this wig together. It's very quick, but I used even adhesive spray, the one in the black bottle, and some got to be glued to further get that meltage going on. So that's what I did. And if you want to watch it, just head over to Instagram and TikTok. So in today's video, I will be answering some of your content creator questions and influencer questions. I put it up on my Instagram story and my community tab on here so I can focus on them because I've already done my hair and makeup. But if you like my wig, I will have my Amazon affiliate link in the description box for you guys. I also have this wig in ginger brown, but I haven't worn it yet. I've just only worn the number 2 because it's always hidden. Like, this is one of my favorite bobs, hands down, because it's a longer bob and it's a yaki texture and it's a side part. So always here for Brianne, and it was pretty easy to apply today. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with the first question. First question is from Is That Your Hair? She says, speak on your experience with taxes as an influencer. What tools do you use to prepare? So the first year I had to pay taxes for YouTube and teaching was in 2018, like right before I quit my teaching job. And I remember having to owe like $6,000, and I remember crying because I was like, I've never had to pay that much in taxes. Now today I would kill to have to only pay $6,000 in taxes because I make a lot more than I did in 2018, so I have to pay a lot more in taxes. I was advised to save about 30 to 33% of my income to set aside for taxes each year. So if you make $100,000, set aside about $33,000 because you're gonna have to pay that in taxes. But that's just without expenses included, because you can write off a lot of expenses as a content creator. You can write off vacations if you vlog. You can write off your mileage when you're going to and from certain places that have to do with your business. You can write off certain parts of your house. You can write off your wigs, your makeup, your clothes if you do fashion content, a lot of stuff. So you probably won't have to pay all of that $30,000 hypothetically if you're making $100,000, but you're still gonna have to pay a lot in taxes. So obviously the more money you make, the more you're gonna have to pay in taxes. Get an accountant that understands the influencer world. It can be very complicated when it comes to taxes for an influencer. So make sure you're setting aside your money so you're not surprised. You can pay quarterly, and I never pay quarterly. I just pay all at one time, but it's easier when you can break it down. So do what's gonna be best for you. As far as the tools that I use, the lady that used to do my taxes, she made me a spreadsheet where I could enter all of my expenses. So it would have categories like education when I take like certain courses to further my brand or something like that. A category for subscriptions, for wigs, for makeup, for nails, and all that kind of stuff. And I go through all of my bank statements and my Amazon orders, my Target orders, and I enter all those for all 12 months. And that's a lot of work. Now, I'm sure it's something easier, like with QuickBooks, you can just like take a picture of your receipt or something like that and just enter it in that way. I mean, that's working for me. It's very tedious, but it works for me. So having a spreadsheet, it's just like an Excel sheet with different categories, and I enter all of my expenses in there. What is the best and worst or more challenging aspects of being an influencer? The best part for me is the freedom. I'm telling you, freedom is number one for me. I'm very happy with the amount of money that I can make and have made, but more so than that, it's the freedom. Like, I can decide, okay, Monday I don't want to record, I just want to go get my nails done, I want to go get a massage this day, I just want to focus on editing. That freedom is just, I want it forever. Okay, I love to control how my schedule is going to look. I remember it's tough because that means more than money to me, because imagine you're having a horrible mental health day and you still have to go to work. If you control your schedule, you can be like, you know what, I'm going to take a mental health day, take a break, and then do this another day. So I really love the freedom of it. That's the best part for me. And the worst part is, I want to say, like, brands, like having to go back and forth with brands, because sometimes they just don't value what you do. They clearly do, because they'll be hounding you in your emails, but then they don't want to pay you your worth. So I don't get that as much as I did early on, but it still can be a struggle, because the influencer world, the content creator world is still very new. I feel like it's still very new. And so people who just kind of charge whatever they want, and they don't have like a standard or anything like that. So next question is also from Tina. She says, have you ever turned down a sponsorship because it didn't fit your values or lifestyle? Yes, and I have been recording this video. I actually recorded my makeup, but I just got distracted and stuff. So I just want to do a sit down and talk video for you guys. But I was thinking, yes, like in 2020, Shein had that controversy where they sold a swastika necklace, and then they were selling prayer mats, but they were calling it something else. And I used to work with Shein, but then I turned it down because I was like, why would they do that? Like, why? So I turned them down. I'm considering starting to shop with Shein again, because they did apologize, and you know, everybody's moved on from that. But I did turn them down when I used to work with them 2 years ago for that reason. I get really offended when people like question if I'm being honest about a wig in a video, because I pride myself on being honest in my wig reviews. Those who know, but like every once in a while it'll be a troll trying to say like I'm not being honest because I'm being paid. First of all, I've been doing this 9 years. I deserve to be paid, and I do it well. So anybody who thinks content creators should not get paid, I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, do you go to your job and do a good job and then don't get paid? No, this is our job. Of course we should get paid. I'm just gonna tell the company because this is, you know, just to help somebody. So in November, December, I was supposed to work with Divas Wigs and Wig Encounters, and they ghosted me. Like, I had a contract and everything, and they ghosted me, and I was out like several $1,000s because they didn't like what I said in my review. So I approach reviews from a standpoint of it being a review and not just a paid promotion. So in a review, I'm going to say the good and the bad. If it's some bad in there, I'm going to say it. If it's some good in there, I'm going to say it. And I'm going to say it in a way that's professional. And they were upset, specifically Wig Encounters, because Wig Encounters and Divas Wigs is the same company, but Wig Encounters was upset because I said their wig shed too much. Okay, it was excessively shedding, and they didn't want to pay me because I said that in the review. Like, and I have in my contract that I'm going to give an honest review on my channel when I'm working with a company, because just saying something is good just to get paid is lame. Okay, it's lame. So they didn't want to pay me, so, and they hounded me to work with me, y'all. Like, oh my God, they were always in my emails, and when I gave them the opportunity, they dropped the ball. and they were unprofessional. So I'm never gonna work with those two companies ever again. I got burned by them, and luckily I made money from other companies that valued me, but I'll never work with those two companies again. I think having integrity with your reviews can bite you sometimes, because this has happened to other content creators as well, because I've, you know, had conversations with them, with other companies that do them like that. But I thought my contract would be like foolproof, but they ghosted me. So I'll never work with Divas Wigs or wig encounters ever again. Okay, question: how do you deal, this is from Saw Life, hey Shannon, how do you deal with burnout? So with the headband movement of 2020, I got burned out a lot, because I feel like I created like 40 headband wig videos, like in that time it was popular, and my channel grew a lot and everything like that. And that was the first year I made 6 figures, was in 2020. So that was a really big deal. But I got really burned out. And I think being a content creator it's a lot of fun. And I think working yourself into the ground is not sustainable, and it'll make it like not fun at all. So I was kind of all over the place. I think I started having a schedule in 2021 because of 2020. I was just super exhausted. So I started to post Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. And even then, if something comes up and I can't make it those days, I don't beat myself up at all. I just won't post. I limit the amount of times that I post on my channel. So I'm not going to be posting, unless I'm doing some kind of challenge or something. I'm not going to post like 5 times a week, because even as a consumer, that's too much content to be pushing out. And I've done that before. It's just too much. Build in rest days on your schedule. So you might film 3 videos in one day, spend the next day or another day editing, just editing, and then you can relax. Like, I would never just film every day, because that's too much. It's too much. So you need to plan out your content and know that being consistent with your one video, if you can do 1 video a week, that's really good. I think people, especially me, because I used to think like, you just posting once a week, 1 or 2 times a week consistently every single week is amazing. That's still, especially in this time of like quick videos like TikTok and stuff, YouTube is long form content, and it takes a lot of work to edit and record these long videos. So 1 to 2 videos a week is enough, okay? But you can do 3. I do 3. Sometimes I just do 2. Sometimes I just do 1, okay? But I'm gonna be on here every week. Come up with a schedule that is sustainable so you don't get burned out, because YouTube, being a content creator, is supposed to be fun. It is a lot of work, but it's still fun though. And then she asked, do you want to quit every day, or is it just a normal thing? I think a lot of people get overwhelmed with being a content creator and want to quit. And a lot of people do quit. So, but for me, I don't feel like quitting. If I ever get to that point, I just take a break, like a couple days, a week or 2, a month or something like that. And then I come back. But I don't stay gone for years, because I'm not gonna stay gone for years, because that's just not what I want to do. But for some people, that's what they want to do. The reason why I don't want to quit is because I remember how much I wanted this. And if you go back to 2016, when I was on summer break as a teacher, I wanted to be a full-time creator so bad. I remember that was like, that summer is when I was like, wait, I could do this full-time. That would be so dope. And 2 years later, I went for it. So I'm so proud of myself for that. I'm going to say I don't ever feel like quitting, just because I know how I used to feel when I was teaching, and I don't ever want to go back to that. So that's just me. But sometimes being a content creator is a lot. Next question is from I am Emily Williams, and she says, how do you start? This is very cliche, but all you have to do is literally turn on a camera and start talking about whatever it is. New creators should start on TikTok. And this is like new information, because 6 months ago I probably wouldn't have said this, but now for sure, because I feel like YouTube is really hard to grow on YouTube. But even though YouTube is that girl, like she's that girl as far as like platforms go, But I feel like TikTok puts your videos in front of audiences that YouTube does not. I feel like YouTube only shows my videos to people, the people who are already subscribed to me. On TikTok, I have people who don't even know I have a YouTube channel watching, and you can talk about different stuff on there. You don't have to be perfect. Like, baby, you can get on TikTok with a bonnet on and talk about Cheerios, and people gonna be like, that's interesting. You gonna find your tribe on TikTok. I just think it's so interesting. So if you are a new content creator, I would try to start somewhere and grow your audience on TikTok, but you still need a YouTube channel. You can get sponsorships from TikTok and stuff, but I just feel like YouTube is that girl, and long form content still reigns supreme over here. So this video is going to be long, okay? Lee K24, and she says, how do you deal with buying wigs at the beginning? So this is going to be different now, because when I started, it was, the opportunities were not there. So in 2013, I bought all of my wigs from 2013 up until probably like the end of 2016. I didn't collaborate with, I did collaborate with some synthetic companies like once or twice, but for the most part, I was buying all of my wigs. But that was really easy because I didn't start doing any human hair content until like 2015, 2016. And synthetic wigs back then used to be inexpensive. They were like anywhere from $20 to $40, no more than that. So nowadays, synthetic wigs are in the $60 range, and trying to keep up with all those releases can be a lot, especially if you are on a budget. I don't know if I could have did that back then. It can be a lot to buy your own wigs, but I will say you kind of have to balance it. So you could get a free wig from these companies, but they're going to benefit a lot more than you are. So keep that in mind, even if you are a beginner. If you are a beginner, that might be beneficial to you to get yourself out there and exposure, but after a while, exposure is just not enough, especially if you're making an impact in what you do. What I do now is, because there's more opportunities, I do buy my synthetic wigs myself, because I feel like what the synthetic wig companies do offer me is not enough money for what I feel I offer to them. So I feel like with the Amazon program that a lot of influencers are a part of, it gives wig reviewers the power to earn money from the wigs that they put on their channel. So we didn't have anything like that beforehand. We had like Sam's Beauty and Elevate Styles would have commissions, but it wouldn't be like impactful, like something that you could pay a lot of bills with, that kind of thing. Amazon, what Amazon is doing is amazing. So we have these Amazon affiliate links. Let's say I review Katya, and Katya blew up on my channel. So I have my link of Katya in the description box. People purchase through that link, and I get paid a percentage of it. Before this, we really didn't have, the only way you could really make money was from views, little commissions from certain companies, and then sponsorships. So now you don't even have to be a huge content creator. If you have a TikTok you have on, you know, OUTRE BREANNE, and you got an Amazon storefront and some Amazon affiliate links, then you could get paid a lot from that, and you're not even like a huge influencer. So I love what TikTok and Instagram and Amazon have, what they've done for content creators over time, because for years, black women, specifically black women, we were just out here promoting these wigs for free and making these synthetic wig companies rich, and we don't get paid that much. So I'd rather buy my wigs myself and, you know, use my affiliate links and get paid through there. So, because they don't be paying a lot. Next, we have any special editing software needed. If you can use free editing software on your phone, actually. And for TikTok videos, I use InShot. You can do a whole lot in InShot. You can do different speeds and fonts and all kinds of stuff with InShot. I really love it. And I feel like TikTok, like editing in InShot, has made me better with editing my YouTube content. Like I cut out all the fluff and stuff. You can use your phone. You don't have to use like any special equipment, but now I have a Mac. I have a Mac computer, an Apple computer, and I use Final Cut Pro, and that's like the industry standard. And I guess that's kind of expensive, but I would go with free software. Go with free software, whatever comes with your computer that you have, until you want to upgrade. Like, you don't have to get the best out the gate unless you have the coins to do that. I don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'm just gonna read your question. What keeps you motivated to keep being a content creator influencer? Again, I will say I am motivated by the life I used to have. Like, I didn't enjoy teaching, and I wanted to do something that made me happy like this. And I feel like I remember being a teacher and looking for jobs while I was at work. And I was just like, I can't find anything that I want to do. And it's because I had to create the job for myself. And that's not the case for everybody. Some people love teaching and some people love their job in general. But I did not. I was not one of those people. So that is my motivation. And I just enjoy creating content. It's fun. It's still fun to me. Okay, I'm gonna just go in order as I see everything on here. So first question is from Veronica Wise. She's somebody that watches a lot of my videos and comes to my premieres and stuff. So thank you so much for your support. Yes, I do feel like the investment I've made with products, equipment, and time has resulted in success. But above all, it's really time and consistency, because equipment, I don't feel like I've had the best equipment or even a super nice camera until like right now, and I've been doing this a long time. So I feel like it all boils down to consistency and time, and that has resulted in success. Is YouTube sufficient? Is one venture enough? Yes, it is, but it's content creation as a whole, because as a content creator, I get paid in different streams. So there's Google AdSense, which if anybody is only relying on Google AdSense, that's not a good idea, because views fluctuate so much. So I don't rely only on Google AdSense, and that comes from views and ads and stuff. I get paid a lot from sponsorships. That's mainly where I get paid from. And then Amazon affiliates and other affiliates and stuff. And Amazon affiliates is starting to be like a consistent part of my income, and it's amazing. I keep saying that because it is. I thought it was a scam last year when I got invited to the beauty program and now the fashion program at Amazon. I thought it was a scam, but they are doing some really great stuff for content creators with Amazon. So that's why you see so much of us push it, because it's helping us out, and it's people already shop a lot on there anyway. So I love what they're doing. So yes, content creation as a whole is sustainable for me. I could just do sponsorships and be totally fine, but I have those other streams of income as well. So we have a question from Mama's Rule, and she says, congratulations on 9 years. My question is, what have you learned about yourself over these last 9 years as an influencer? And if you could speak to yourself 9 years ago, what advice would you give yourself? So I guess just to believe that you can do it, because I had no idea I was going to go full time or pursue this in any capacity of getting money. Like in 2013, 2014, that was just for the big influencers. But you don't even have to be like a crazy big influencer to make money. You just have to be smart and research, because like I said in that video like 6 months ago, people who are popular, even people who are popular, that does not guarantee that they get paid. Some people just don't do their research. They're just popular, and so they don't get paid. It's hard to say, because I was not even gonna consider this as a career at all. Around the time I started my channel, I was in graduate school to be an art teacher, and that was my focus, because I was like, that's a real job. But what influencers do pay real bills, so that's a real job too. I feel like people look down on influencers, and when I hear people say anything kind of like that, I correct them, because we're providing value to people as well. It's just not in the traditional sense of it. So I would probably just, that sounds cliche, but believe in yourself. But it's true. I was not very confident when I started my channel, and I'm just so much more confident now. So next question is from God563616, and she says, congratulations, 9 years literally flew by. Question 1, what gave you the confidence to create a video in the first place? And that's what's holding me back. I wasn't confident when I started making YouTube videos. So you can see my body language and everything. I was very like dry and stuff because I just thought you had to be a certain way. So no, you don't have to be confident out the gate. Sometimes it's cumulative, and it's something that evolves over time. So you don't have to be confident out the gate. It does help though, because sometimes when I'm watching people's reviews or their videos and they're kind of like scared to look in the camera and stuff, it can be hard to watch. But you just have to put yourself out there. If you want to do something, you just do it, and you'll get used to it over time. Because right now I'm talking to you guys like I'm with you, but I'm literally just talking to a camera and nobody is in here. It's weird, but you get used to it. Question 2, what's the motivation to create content every day? You guys already know that. I already answered it. My motivation is because I didn't like my previous job and I love this job, so that motivates me to keep going. And how do you pick and schedule content to create that will be engaging to your audience? Well, I've had a channel for so long, I know what the people like. Wigs have been popular for years, and they're gonna continue to be popular, and I've established myself in this world, so people expect that from me and they enjoy that content, so I'm going to provide it. I prioritize my sponsor videos because I have bills to pay, and I also will, you know, put out my wigs that I buy myself, and then I do put like other content like makeup and, you know, clothing, because they perform well on my channel. Well, makeup is okay on my channel, but fashion does well on my channel. So that's kind of how I prioritize my content. I go with what the audience likes, but I also go with what I like as well, because I cannot do just wig reviews because I get bored. Whether it's synthetic or human hair, I cannot do a full month of just wigs because it's boring, okay? But I still love wigs, I just can't do it 24/7. Okay, this one's from Andrea Johnson. Let me know if it's Andrea or Andrea. Let me know. Congratulations on 9 years. Mad I was late to the party finding your channel. My question is, how long did it take you to be able to sustain your lifestyle without a regular paycheck? To be able to let YouTube be your only source of income? Says, you know I'm here for your videos now till the wheels fall off. Congratulations again. Thank you. So it took me 2013 to I'm gonna say about 2017. So that's like 4 years, but that was my story because I wasn't asking for money sooner. But it does not have to be that way for new content creators. If you are consistent for like 6 months to a year, get you some money, okay? Because they have to see you have a body of work so they can trust you to give you money, but you don't have to wait that long to make money. So it took me about 4 years to be like, oh, I'm leaving this job and I'm gonna do this full time. Because when I was a teacher, I was not making that much money. I wasn't making a lot of money. I wasn't making a lot of money, and I didn't like my job. That's a horrible combination. If I can just make the same amount, I'm leaving, and that's what I did. So I didn't have a whole bunch of money to begin with, but it matched my teaching salary. So I was like, that's enough for me to leave. So, and I live in the South. The cost of living is not that bad down here. So still looking good, 58. She says, you're just the little engine that could consistently moving up the track. My question is, how did the wig review order get started? Care card, then cap construction, then install. How do you feel about it? So that's an interesting question. I didn't start it. I don't know who started it. I feel like I'm from the second wave of hair influencers. The first wave was like, you know, 2008 to 2010, like those influencers like Muffins Is My Lover, Tia, Thomas Adrian. And I feel like they established the order of wig reviews and we just continued it because it works. We're doing reviews. People want to see the inside of the cap and everything, how it feels on our head and all that kind of stuff, and then see us apply it. So I think they started it and we just continued it. Okay, this one is from Renee G. She says, I've been with you for a long time before you were a wife and a teacher. You have helped me so much with the wig choices, with my wig choices. I often think about your Amy Winehouse drawing. My question is drawing a gift you have no desire to pursue? I know why you left teaching in the classroom. You continue to teach on here, on YouTube. I watched some of your old videos this week. Blessings to you and your family. Thank you, Renee. Yeah, I actually watched my Amy Winehouse video yesterday, and your girl is good. Okay, like I've been drawing more than, since I was in like 3rd grade. So I have been in the arts, in the creative space for a very long time. And I did pursue art as an art teacher, but I just realized some things, just because you're good at something doesn't mean you have to pursue it full time. It can just be a hobby. Even though I'm technically a professional artist because I have a degree in art and in art education, doesn't mean I have to pursue it full time. So eventually I kind of want to do some sticker related stuff because I really love planning, even though I'm not that's not my focus. Like, I don't give my planner content the attention that my beauty channel gets, because the return on investment with my planner content is not the same. It's not the same. And it's okay to just be really focused on one thing and some things kind of take a back seat because this is working for me. So I still love art and I feel like I enjoy art, but it's not something that I'm going to pursue as my full-time job. No. And that is something I would tell myself 9 years ago. It is okay to change your mind, because there was a time I wanted to do art full time. I don't anymore. There was a time I wanted to start my own press-on nail business. I don't anymore. And with the press-on nail business, I was doing press-on nail content in 2019. Then the pandemic hit and I started doing my own press-on nails. And those press-on nails that were custom would take like 2 hours. And if I sold those custom nails, the most I could sell them for was like $100. So I spent 2 hours on a $100 set that I could possibly sell. But if I did a wig review, I could get like a couple $1,000s in that same time frame. So it just didn't make sense to me. And that just wasn't for me. It's okay to change your mind. There was a time I wanted to be a makeup artist, but then I was like, I make way more just doing my hair reviews and my own makeup and trying on clothes. So I don't want to do that. And you got to deal with people. Like, I'm just dealing with me. It's just, you got to weigh your options. So that's what, to go back to that other question, that's what I would say. It's okay to change your mind and pivot, because your interests change and things change all the time. So this isn't specifically content creator related, but it's in the beauty space, so I'm going to answer it. This is from Kaisha Hamilton, and she says, congratulations, Britt. I meant to ask you, when it comes to your daily makeup removal process, how long does it take you? It seems to take forever to remove, even though I only wear light coverage and only occasionally. And sometimes it seems to be left when I look in the morning. Now, I would have to ask you if you do a pre-cleanse before you actually wash your face, because I got into skincare a lot in 2021 and I realized, baby, my face was not clean all the way. If you only do a makeup wipe, that is not enough. Or if you only wash your face, that's not enough. First of all, watch Miss Chrissy's skincare series, because it breaks it down and it's very comprehensive. It's not complicated. I would say you need a pre-cleanse, because that's how I get all my makeup off. I do that first. I use Elemis. That's the cleansing balm that I put on my face. It's like a jelly material. You put it on your face, you get a hot rag and you wipe all that makeup off. You got that off, that's the first layer. And then you get a facial wash or a cleanser and cleanse your face. That's where you get the rest of the makeup off. And at the toning part of your skincare routine, if you still have some dirt on your face, you probably didn't wash your face that well, because you shouldn't have any dirt on your face or makeup residue at this stage in the skincare process. So I would say make sure you're doing a cleansing balm. If you are, I really don't know why you still have makeup on still. Yeah, let me know in the comments, Kaisha, if you do a pre-cleanse, because that's probably what you need to add to your skincare routine. Becoming Lala says, seriously, congratulations, thank you. And my question, did you ever pursue professional modeling? I did not. I used to want to be a model when I was like 10, and I grew up in the early 2000s, so that's when America's Next Top Model was out. I did not pursue that, but as an influencer, you kind of are a model. Let's say I work with a brand, like if you work with a fashion brand and they use you as their model, that's modeling. So next question is from Josette. She says, congratulations. My question is, when you are looking for a good wig, what is the most important thing to you? Style, construction, type of hair, synthetic or virgin hair? I struggle with choosing a quality unit versus a synthetic one. First of all, shout out to Josette, because I feel like she used to watch my planner content too. So you can have a quality synthetic wig, and you can have a bad quality human hair wig actually. So what I look for in a wig is the lace, because if the lace melts, I can kind of work with the rest of the wig. I feel like I can. It's those two things, hairline and the lace, and then the texture I can kind of be more flexible on, because sometimes I might be in the mood for something curly, like loose curly or whatever, but it does come down to the lace on human and synthetic wigs. I'm not like going crazy about the hairlines, because I can always fix that with tweezing, but you can't fix lace. You can't fix that. You can tint it to, you know, get it to your complexion, but lace is really the most important to me. And it's just, you got to go on a case-by-case basis when it comes to synthetic wigs, because it's just it varies so much. But with human hair wigs, there are some companies that are just consistent. And I think somebody's going to ask me what my favorite human hair company is. Maybe. If they don't, my first wig, My Quality Hair, OMG Her Hair, those three tend to be my favorite human hair companies. All of the synthetic wigs are hit or miss per wig. It's not like a brand in general is the best. Even though OUTRE, and I go back and forth with saying OUTRE and OUTRE, because I've been saying OUTRE for years, but now I'm trying to say OUTRE. But say it however you want. They are the most consistent out here. I don't know if they're my favorite, but they have the most consistency with releasing stuff. So, okay, first question from Miss Christy, Miss Christina with a K. She says, hope you're ready. I got questions. Number one, did you ever feel like you wanted to quit? And at what point did you realize you wanted to take being a full-time influencer to the next level? So I already answered that with Shannon's question. I don't ever feel like I want to quit. I just don't, because I didn't enjoy what I used to do. But I do remember when I wanted to take it to the next level, and that was in 2016. That's 3 years in, and I saw that I just was much happier when I did this. And it was something that I created for myself. So that's when I knew I wanted to do it full time. It took me 2 years to get to the point where I felt, you know, comfortable. But I know exactly when that happened. It was in 2016, like June or July of 2016. This lady says, her name is Yvonne Perez. Congratulations. Just a simple question. Do you wear wigs every day? No, I do not. But do I wear them most of the time? I'm going to say I wear wigs like probably 90% of the time. When I'm working out, I just wear a head wrap. I don't work out in my wigs. But yeah, for the most part, I do wear wigs all the time. I love them. This next question is from Christy Whitner, and she says, congratulations, you are amazing. Thank you. Time management. How do you determine prioritization of your content outside of sponsored content? So taking sponsored content off the table, I prioritize what I want on my channel, because after I'm paid, I want to create the content that I enjoy watching as well. So I enjoy watching fashion content, so I put that on my channel. Right now I enjoy like what I eat in a day videos, but I haven't created that content on my channel, but eventually I will. I enjoy home decor stuff. I do that on my channel too sometimes. But yeah, outside of sponsored content, I just try to create the content that I want to see. And you also have to think, even though I have a primarily hair and beauty channel, if I want to work with brands that are outside of that, I need to, you know, create that content so they can see that I can do it. So sometimes I put that on my content calendar as well, so I can build up my portfolio. This next question is from jmonet22. Congrats on 9 years. How did you build your following? With consistency. I uploaded consistently for years, and along the way people just started to subscribe and trust me. So you have to be consistent with your content. Okay, Christy has another question that says, do you have set times that you post content? Reels, pictures, reels, or TikToks, etc. How do you find hashtags, or do you think posting times and hashtags makes a difference with growth? I do kind of stick to my schedule of Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays with my YouTube schedule. So I'll post a video on Tuesday and I'll post the TikTok the day after because nothing's going up that day. Or sometimes I'll post that before the video goes up to kind of promote the video. It just kind of depends. I post both my reels and my TikToks like on the same day. I post the same thing on both platforms, but sometimes I only post some stuff for TikTok because TikTok is different from Instagram. It's a different vibe on Instagram. So some stuff is just specific to TikTok. How do I find hashtags? I know there are like generators that you can find if you type in a certain kind of niche, and then I don't use it, but I've seen other people talk about it. I personally just come up with the hashtags myself. Like, who I want this to connect with. Like on Instagram, I use hashtags, but you can't use like a whole bunch of hashtags on TikTok. It's a whole different thing. On TikTok, I want to speak to black women. So I say black girl TikTok and wig TikTok, wig install, that kind of thing over there. You can't use a lot of hashtags. On Instagram, I use stuff like synthetic. You can just go crazy on there, but I just make my own hashtags up because that's been working for me. So, but if you're an influencer and you use a hashtag like generator or a website or an app, you can recommend it down below. I just don't use it. She says, how do you separate family time from social media time? That is very hard, but honestly, I've been trying to do so much better with that because I try to work my days like a regular job. I'll start at 9 and I'll probably work until about 4 o'clock. And I try not to edit and stuff on the same day that I record the video. I have done that to meet deadlines, but I try not to do that. She also says, do you have a set days or times that you don't pick up your phone or respond to comments? Yes, I cannot. Okay. One of the worst things, it's a good thing to have engagement, and I appreciate people commenting and stuff, but answering comments is so overwhelming sometimes, especially if you have something that goes viral or something like that. It can be very overwhelming. So I will dedicate like an hour or so just to answering comments, and then I can't do that all day. So yeah, and I'm honestly, I gotta do better. I'm always on my phone. So I know people do stuff like, yeah, I'm not on my phone for 2 days at a time. I can't. I can't do that. So I think it's good though to segment your life just like you do with a job. Like, okay, I'm working from 9 to 4 today or something like that, and then that's it. Because after I do this video, I'm probably gonna watch my footage, you know, but that's it. I'm not doing any more social media stuff today. Designate times and then do a hard cutoff, because don't answer emails after a certain time or DMs or anything, because it can overwhelm you for real. I think her name is Stanley Isha. I'm sorry if I pronounced your name wrong, Anderson. And she says, how did you get your viewers? Is it hard to start being an influencer, and what's some advice you could give someone trying to grow their channel? I feel like I've already addressed this in different ways, but you get viewers from having relevant and valuable content, and having relevant and valuable content consistently, and then the audience will come. That's all I can say, because it's true. If you have all three of those things, value, if you're providing value and it's relevant to somebody and you're doing it consistently, the audience is going to find you. So that's just how you grow on any platform. Another one from Christy. She says, oh wait, last one. Did big companies start to reach out to you, or did you pitch them yourself? Companies, hair companies specifically, always reach out to me. So yeah, they just started reaching out to me. But like companies like Target and stuff outside of my niche, I have to pitch to them, and it's very hard. I'm trying to get those kinds of sponsorships, and that's like one of my goals. Yeah, they've reached out to me. And she says, how do you handle companies running away after you give them your rate? It actually helps when companies don't want to pay me the rate, because I can just weed them out, because somebody will pay me my rate. So and then she says, so many companies go ghost after you start talking money. And it's true. It's definitely true, especially in the beginning, because people, I feel like, now are getting so much smarter with content creation and knowing their value. Even if you are a small content creator, you can get paid, because it's not all about views. It's not all about how many people follow you. It's about the value that you provide. And I know some people that don't have as many followers as me, and they've gotten some really big brand deals. So it's all about the value that you provide. She says, it's frustrating and makes me want to stop because it's annoying. I understand that. You kind of just have to keep holding out until you get paid, because you're doing it not only for yourself but other creators. Because keep accepting free product and you don't get paid, it's setting a standard for other people. So now somebody else is not going to get paid because they got free content from you, so they don't see the value in, paying somebody else to do the same thing. So you got to keep holding out, honestly. That is a hard thing about being a content creator, wrestling with brands to pay you. But you really do have to keep saying no, and it's draining. That's why I do want to emphasize the point of cutting out the middleman, like sponsorships. Like, I get a lot of sponsorships, but that's not the only thing you have to do to get money. If you're somebody who's not getting sponsorships, you need to be going hard with affiliate links, because girls are making thousands of dollars, tens of thousands of dollars off of Amazon affiliate links, or just affiliate marketing in general. So if you're somebody who's not doing too well in the sponsorship space, you need to be going hard with affiliate links, because you can get some really consistent checks from that. So if I wasn't getting sponsorships myself, I would probably go really hard with Amazon content on my channel, because you can make thousands just doing that. And if you're making thousands just doing Amazon affiliates, you don't really need sponsorships like that. And then Christy says, random, but what mic do you use? I don't use a mic. I know that can be unprofessional or whatever, but I feel like my audio is fine. It's fine. I have used a mic in the past, and it's just like a lapel mic from Amazon, and it's pretty good. The only reason I don't use it that often is because I'll forget to turn it on, and it's just easy for me to just talk directly to the camera. I feel like my audio sounds fine, so I just don't use a mic, and I just project my voice so everybody hears me. But I'll leave a link to the one that I have. Those were all the questions. That was a lot. This video is going to be long, but I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I appreciate you guys rocking with me for 9 years or less than that. Just thank you for watching and support my channel. Continue to support my channel and watch when I upload. I upload on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. I'm off my schedule a lot though. I really am. So those days I usually upload. Follow me on all of my social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, all of my social media platforms. I really appreciate it, especially on Pinterest, because I gotta grow on there, y'all. It would really help if you guys, you know, supported me with even a testimonial for the Sephora squad, because I did apply for it. I didn't get it in 2020 and I was kind of discouraged, but I applied for it this year because I do more like makeup content, you know, in general. If I've ever helped you with beauty in general, hair, makeup, you know, skincare recommendations, please consider leaving me a testimonial. I already have 176 testimonials, okay, and that's a lot. So thank you guys so much for that. That will be so cool because it's a paid program, and you get to work with different brands like directly, and I just feel like that would help me with elevating my brand in general. So help me with that. And I think the last day to leave a testimonial is April 6th. So I would be really grateful if you guys did that. Do it for my 9th anniversary, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Talk to me in the comment section. If you have some other content creator questions, you know, I could answer them in another video, or I could just answer them in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.